Отказала основная гидросистема. Отказал насос расходного бака. Отказал генератор. Лог РИ-65 исправен.
Включаю оружие. поиск. Командир, веду цель. Командир, цель в дальности. Опа, ракета пошла. Промах. Выполняю поиск. Командир, цель сопровождаю. Готов к работе. Опа, ракета пошла. Есть попадание. К поиску целей. Командир, цель выбрал. Готов к работе. Пуск ракеты. Есть наблюдение. Наблюдение выключил. Веду наблюдение. Выполняю поиск. Наблюдение выключил. Включил наблюдение. Выполняю поиск. Командир, веду цель. Готов к работе. Пуск ракет. Командир, ракеты закончились. Промах. сюда. Сварка справа, 1 час. Сварка, прямо по курсу. Сварка справа, 1 час. Сварка, прямо по курсу. справа, 1 час. Сварка справа, 1 час. Сварка слева, 11 часов.
Отказал генератор.
часа.
Выпусти шасси.
Сварка справа, 1 час.
Отказал генератор.
Сварка прямо по курсу.
Отказала основная гидросистема.
You're doing okay. Thank you for joining. 124 check.
Copy that, Sean. Copy.
Who's free to run a convoy?
Yeah, I will go to land and rearm, but yeah, I'll be good for that.
Отказал насос расходного бака. Лог Ри-65 исправен.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Hey Swords, how you doing? Do I like BVR flights beyond visual range? No, I find them... Well, I don't do... Depends. It does depend. It would depend on whether it's versus another human, in which case I'll probably lose. It depends... Why? I find most high-level, high-altitude BVR stuff a little bit dull because it's not up and in your face. But if it is part of a task, then I'll do it. I'm not getting rearmed. I'm not, am I?
Request rearming. Copy.
How are you doing? Are you a PvP BVR person? BVR person, or are you more down with the trees, down with the grass?
Rearming complete.
Just learned about it. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, well, it is free of sorts. It's free of sorts. The game, like the engine, is free. There's a TF51 which is free, which is a high fidelity cockpit, which means you can click all the buttons and the switches, but there's no guns on it. Or rather, and there is also an SU-25, which is not full fidelity, which means you're going to need mappings for everything you want to use, but it is armed, and it can carry quite a lot as well. I don't fly it personally. It's not necessarily because I don't like it. It's just I never felt quite at home in it. You know, we have a few people that do fly it though. I've done it again, haven't I? Is it going to catch, or did I miss it? Oh, it's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. Hey, yeah, just about caught it. Just about caught it. I thought there would be more streamers given how popular DCS seems. DCS is a pretty heavy game, so unless you've got a reasonable machine, streaming it, well, I say a reasonable machine, if you want it on full quality settings, then you're going to need a reasonable machine to stream it as well. If you are happy, like I am, with reducing the quality to the point where it looks okay, but you can also stream, then that's okay. Roger that, give me a moment. The Froggy is very nice, and I think ED is working on a Froggy that's fully clickable. Yes, I believe that is the case, although I would take a pinch of salt as to whether or not that will be ready anytime soon. I'm just starting up. I think I'm rearmed. Give me, yeah, get in the air and just and fly around. It means we're not waiting on everyone. Only wait on the person that's last, sort of thing. Yeah, I would imagine like 1 or 2 years away from that. Emergency starter state. Okay, we've got Jeeve in the KA. Now, as a pre-warning, I have spent most of the day trying to get this server back to what it was. I haven't made any code change. It does seem to be performing better after a full hardware reboot, so I'm hoping that's all that it needed. So what we're about to do for the uninitiated is a convoy. Our airfield has finite stores. Why isn't that? Oh, I'm turning on. Our airfield has finite stores. So if something runs out, we need to do things to refill it. One of the things is we can collect cargo containers if they spawn on the ground, and we can bring them back to one of the factories. Roger. Or we can run a request for a convoy, in which case we'll get the AI to drive a convoy for us, or if someone has combined arms, they can drive the convoy. And then we need to protect it all the way from where it spawns to wherever it is, whichever end of the runway that it comes through to. And yeah, let's kick it off. So we use the comms menu. And it's got a few voice lines in it as well. Northwest, just to the west of Ruskoy.
Yeah,
why can I hear her over 300 kilometers away from you guys? Because it's made to sound like a radio message, but it's a coalition message. So everyone on the blue team will hear it. I am going to make changes to that. I haven't, it's like a progression thing. I haven't got to the point where I'm ready to do it yet, but what I'll probably do is have the transmission coming out of specific units, so it will be distance dependent. I simply must go, but thank you for the insight. Swords, many thanks for dropping in, I really do appreciate it. If you do have the spare mouse click that you don't need, you drop the old follow there, that would be awesome. And come back and maybe chat to you another time. Other than that, take care of yourselves, and wherever you go next, make sure you make some noise in their chat. Make sure they feel appreciated. I suppose I should fill my gear up. There you go. Am I going the wrong way? Where's my map dead? I think my map's dead. Oh, there you go. But my map is in, I need to tune my map a little bit. Where are they? There they are.
We have air targets inbound.
And ground targets.
Okay, I see a red smoke as well, but I can't see the company. What's the red smoke now? Got some that already hit it, I could see.
Convoys on the running parallel to the road and under the trees. Shh.
Oh, that's a convoy, okay, yeah.
Thank you to whoever took out the truck. That was going to give me a kicking. Don't quite know why they're going so slow. Have they stopped? Oh, they're just going slow. They're crossing, okay. Yeah, unfortunately the road network on this particular map is terrible. Notoriously terrible.
Okay, well, looks like the first one to say the cross, if I've got it right.
Red air over the airfield.
Crikey, they got there quick, okay, thank you.
Are they crossing? No, they've stopped. Convoy has stopped. Oh, they're moving again. I can't see the point where they're crossing. Looks like they're trying to make it into the camel run instead.
Come on.
Camel run. It's like a big off-road slow drive event, but there's pictures I've seen of where jeeps with snorkel exhausts driving down deep rivers. Well, I suppose it's snorkel air intake, air filter. Lead BTR is out of the trees. Suspiciously quiet.
Going 1 feet, plus 920, stand for.
We're under fire, goddammit! Shoot 'em, will ya?
Eyes on.
We do the smoke, right?
Yep.
Сварка прямо по курсу. Сварка спереди.
Oh god, that was close. Even fired and hit well. Why do you have Petrovic said to Russian? He sounds way cooler in English. To be honest, I don't really listen to him. I don't know what half he says means anyway. I've not listened to the English version.
What's that it? Anything else?
I think out of that one, that was it.
When you jump off the gate like so?
That was it for that assault. I find it quite useful because they can tell you when you're taking fire, when there are missiles incoming. Oh yeah, I mean, to a certain degree I just get used to hearing the sounds. So, you know, you hear the right sound and you think, oh shit, that sounds familiar. And then the bullets start hitting you and then you think, oh yeah, that'd be why it sounds familiar, it means I'm being shot at. Huh.
I must be getting a great smoke soon.
They're going to the extended bit of the airfield.
Okay.
Just on the right side of the lower spawn point.
We're under fire, goddammit! Shoot 'em, will ya?
There'll be more.
Yeah, do good.
Go for a G if I don't have eyes. There it is. Oh, there it is.
White vehicle. Rifle on the vehicle.
Oof. Yeah, see that vehicle go bye-bye.
British Tron, is it? Yeah, okay, good.
Of course, we're also in range of the heavy machinery on our airfield, so they'll be locking onto those as well. That will probably be the last one though, because now we are pretty close.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's still a little bit of leeway for a sneaky one.
Okay.
Just depends how the numbers roll, really. There's space for it, but if the numbers don't come up, then it won't.
Okay.
I don't think we took any losses in that.
No, neither from convoy or from...
We're under fire, goddammit! Shoot 'em!
Oh, there's always space for one more. There's always space for one more.
Destination in sight. All right, we made it. Get that junk stowed and meet me in the nappy. 2 drinks all round. One for those that made it, and one for those that didn't.
Oh, you managed to get some supplies through? You are a sneaky bug, aren't you?
Okay, fine, I will be off this week to bring off.
Imagine that. Well, I'm glad that felt a lot smoother than yesterday.
Sorry, I was back over your connect, so say again.
I'm glad that felt smoother than yesterday.
Yeah, it's good.
Clearly not enjoyed by anyone on stream, though. The most successful run in a while, and everyone's switched off. Figures. Figures. Yeah, and many thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it. I don't know if these are active still. We'll find out if I actually managed to land a hit. No, it looks like they're dead actually.
Командир, выбрана пушка. Переключи голетник. Наблюдение включил. Приступил к поиску. Наблюдение выключил.
Too close, or is this the wrong one? No, there it is.
Наблюдение включил. Приступил к поиску.
We can't move silently. Did I forget to turn the weapons on? No, I didn't.
Начал
Oh,
поиск.
there. Searching, thank you. Let's do
Командир,
that.
веду цель. Цель в дальности. Пуск ракеты.
I mean, these are only S-29s. I guess I could go in there and just do them manually.
Промах.
Using the missiles is probably a little bit excessive.
Наблюдение выключил.
The T-55s that are around here have a different matter. Oh, thought I was going to make that shot. God damn it.
Okay, I'm thinking of popping over to the BTRs at the east there.
They were hits. They were hits.
Okay, 49 moving onto the runway. 08.
I always end up trying to shoot the same one someone else is trying to shoot. Seriously. Oh my god. Just get around a little bit more, because now it's too far the other way, now it's low. Thank you. That everyone else clears the area, meanwhile I'm fucking about trying to get one shot to land. Not quite. That's the- Come on. Oh, you.
Okay, moving on to east of Hamburger. East the airfield.
Come on. Thank you. Right.
Сварка справа, 1 час.
What? Incoming gunfire? Where from? Use the recoil of the gun to get on target. I was trying to save my bullets. That's a good idea though. Trying to be like conserve them a little bit.
Командир, выбрана пушка. Двигающий голетник.
Not sure if I just completely missed them.
Командир, выбрана пушка. Двигающий голетник. Веду наблюдение. Выполняю поиск. Командир, цель сопровождаю. Готов к работе. Опа, ракета пошла. Промах. Выполняю путь. Цель сопровождаю.
Sure it was the same one.
К работе готов.
One.
Пуск ракеты.
We have to turn off pretty hard after this.
Наблюдение выключил.
Heinz, roger that, thank you very much. G, have you got your igloos on? He's turned away. I see him over there.
I have got engine damage. Engine is racing. I'll take bait.
I don't know if we can shoot
Включил наблюдение, выполняю поиск.
I don't know if we can shoot one of them down with the what's it? Barracks. Helicopter. Helicopter there. I wonder if that's because it's landed, that's why it's not. Oh, that's watchtower. Ground. So all slowly popping in. I don't think the helicopters are going to pop in now, are they? I'll be careful I don't get too close to it. Oh dear.
Наблюдение выключил. Включил наблюдение, выполняю поиск.
Come on, I can't move the sight yet.
К поиску целей приступил. Командир, веду цель. Командир, к работе готов.
Why is it not firing?
Пуск ракет. Командир, вы закончились.
Oh, missiles, oh that's...
Есть попадание.
Yes, propaganda.
Наблюдение выключил.
20 contacts, 11 o'clock, Jesus. Achieve gate. Yes. Oh god, I got hit something. Ooh, don't. Nice.
Отказал генератор.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go to the parallel unit. North of the airfield.
Аварийный остаток топлива.
Oh shit. What was that? I am low fuel RTB. That's not good. Which one is my fuel gauge? I really should learn that. Oh, yeah, that one. Okay. Right, it's just details. Right, I mean, why would I bother to learn which one is my fuel gauge? The chances of me surviving long enough to run out of fuel is pretty damn slim. Play the vegan, then it will happen more often. Well, that's the same with the F-16, to be fair, isn't it? You think about going forward and it empties the fuel tank. Guys, do a classic landing and walk back to base, like Biggles. It's interesting that one of the most famous pilot names would be known for a classic landing. You'd have thought a famous pilot would be notorious for good landing, not ones where he barely survived. We're gonna make it. Even Buzz Aldrin did some descriptive landings. Crucially, lived through them. In theory, I can put down anywhere, but I always get concerned with these braking maneuvers because I always mess them up. I'm too far down the field. I think I need to move slightly forward. AT fader. Probably one of my gentlest landings, huh? Is that an AH-64 on the right, left? The one that just disappeared behind one of those bluffs. That was probably the K-50 that Jeeve was in. Ready to go. Perhaps he despawned. Jeeve was rolling over in that direction. I think he's despawned then. Okay. Yeah, that was a K-50. One of my favourites. The only reason I get on less with a K-50 now is when we're doing the convoys. I'm quite flippy flappy all over the place, and when you do that in the KA, the gyroscope turns the gun off and it won't fire again until you've settled it out for a couple of seconds. So if I'm doing like escort task, then I'll use this one. If I'm doing go out and take down a target, then I'll use the one. Hydraulic pressure gone at the moment, I said. Nice. K-50, a great paper copter, but Ukraine shown then not to be iron real best. Yeah. Well, it depends. If you use them the way they're supposed to be used, I probably keep your target at range. Wasn't that the footage of some of the early Ukraine stuff? It was them going like hell for leather and then basically doing a lob of the rockets, like pulling a braking maneuver and then firing to throw the rockets further. Unsurprisingly, a maneuver I cannot do. And unguided agrees with them. Well, I think that's because they were running out of the tech stuff. They'd already fired it. What they didn't have was a supply con. See, that's why my server is better than the Ukraine one. I never changed that off of ICS. That's interesting.
Request repair. Copy. 08
I could do a room as well or something. Ooh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna put that one in. I want to take the to there. Oh man. Stupid ass dynamic spawn.
Request refueling.
It was all the vibrations of the whole airframe that worried me. And yeah, well the K-52 is even worse than that. Well, of course, yeah, and I make that comment tongue-in-cheek. Clearly, anything is falls into that category. Pull my stuff off. Oh, because I turned the engine off.
Refueling complete.
Oh, wrong one. It's also worth noting that there are few things that this server is better than, so I will take what I can get.
Лог 365 исправен.
I'll take copters for the win like the MI8. They're okay. I find from a combat perspective they're quite limited because they don't have masses of firepower, much more than anything else. The guns that they are armed with are only 12.5 and 7.7. So unless you're taking out soft targets, then you know you're a little bit limited. Very good for cargo, and they could probably take it a hit or two. Oh yeah, I wanted to change that. Oh, Jesus. I'll bring it down to about 20 or so. Right, let's have a look at what we've got kicking around. Got some seesaw, they're pretty long runs. So many buttons, my ADHD would never be able to go. Actually, no, we got some pirates over there. Should we do some seesaw? I mean, we could use the MA8 for the seesaw if you want. Can we go kill World War II with warbirds and helis? The helis, I think, would get absolutely rinsed. Send help. My RWR is screaming at me, even though there shouldn't be anything. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Your RWR is going mental. Where would they be going mental from? I don't... You're heading towards stuff. Which town is it? Kislear. You've got some stuff here. Something to the left top. That's quite a way away. That's quite a way away. It's probably the fact that they've just got you locked, or they're tracking you as opposed to being locked. But you're about to fly over some ZSUs, although you are at 33,000 feet, so it should be fine. I don't think those little AA systems could lock me 33,000 feet, could they? The ZSUs, no, they won't lock you, but they will tear you a new one if you're too low. The SA2s might track you, the P19 might. I don't know much about radar capabilities, so... yeah, something like that. There's nothing down there that I can lock onto to do an F7. Yeah, they're like a fixed gun emplacement. think I will give the stream another half hour. What have we got? Who have we got? I was going for them. Why are there two missiles? OGB-31s ago. Where are they going? Better than last night. Felt the pain. Yeah, man. That was horrific. Although saying that this stream is quote-unquote better than last night is not necessarily saying very much, in fairness. Because it would not take much to be better than last night. I don't know if you caught when I was saying it, but I think what it boiled down to was the Windows box itself rather than the mission or DCS. They've talked it up now. Yep, it's all going to go shit street. More shit street. I really hate it when, you know, things like, because it's nothing that I did. That's the thing, man. It was nothing that I did. It was totally outside of my control. But as the person that writes the code of the scripts that are in the mission that appears to be going slow, everyone looks at me. What did you do? I didn't do nothing. Shakes fist at Bill Gates. Damn you, Windows. Damn you. Yeah, pretty much. Although you kind of rock on a hard place with DCS because you either run it on Windows and run the risk of Windows, or you run it on Linux and then have a whole different raft of issues. I am gonna, if something happens, then I will try to see if I can get Linux running, because the original Lagland server that we used to fly on ran on Linux because it used to be on the box that's next to me. But Ecodynamics made a change to the way the DCS does things, and most specifically that they track every bullet now. And of course, if you're tracking every bullet being fired, if there's lots of bullets being fired, that's a lot of processing. And it basically priced the then server out, especially under Linux. Under Windows it was maybe all right, but under Linux, oddly, it couldn't handle it because Linux could probably handle the amount of processing. The fact that it was DCS running in Wine, running in Linux. Wine was probably the weak link. Linux is great, providing you know how to code like old world computing before Windows. No, I agree that Linux is more efficient and it's more stable and all that sort of thing. But when you add Wine into the mix, because these Ecodynamics don't support Linux out of the box, when you're forcing one thing into another, that's where the issues and the performance loss occurs. So I used to have it running under Linux. It's just that the processing requirement went up by maybe a third, which I think the box would still have been able to cope with. But a third plus the overhead of Wine, no. prefer cider to wine. It depends what cider. It does depend what cider. I always used to like Scrumpy Jack. That was my favourite. But I do like red wine as well. Not that I have it very often. In fact, I can't remember the last time I had some red wine. It was the artifact of childhood, and not that I was a childhood drinker, but holidays were in Cornwall, and of course, Scrumpy Jack. If you see your hand through it, it's not cider. Well, stop dipping your hand in it. For God's sake. Use a glass like everyone else. Bill's in the 7. There's a reason cider drinkers have a beard and moustache. Yeah, there's a filter. Yan, you're gonna head out. See you next time. Alright, Yan, you stay safe, buddy. I really appreciate you chatting with us in the stream, and I really appreciate you flying with us as well. Hopefully, see you next time. January 7th, 1945. What happened on the 7th of January 1945? You see, that's a good point, because I've seen people use both large and small. I always prefer small O and a 7, but I have seen people doing 0.7. I guess from a proportion perspective, 0.7 is actually correct, because if you think about it, the wrist is going to be the angle of the 7. The downward stroke of the 7 is going to be your forearm, and the forearm is, you know, sort of roughly the size of your head, sort of thing. So proportionally speaking, 0.7 looks right, but I prefer the little 07. It looks more like a clown. I'm being Sainsbury's all on my right hand with the O. What? You're being Sainsbury's all on my right hand. What slang is that? I'm being a bit Sainsbury's, mate. Sainsbury tills of the 1980s. That still loses me. I'm a bit Morrisoned with that, I'm afraid. I am Morrisoned left, right, and centre. You just have to type in cost. Oh, tills. Okay, Sainsbury tills. Yes, I'm thinking Sainsbury tills, like Salisbury Common or something like that. What? Yeah. I remember those. Despite my boyish good looks, I am of an age where I can remember manual tills. I think. Just about. No, yeah, manual tills, yeah. Electronic still. Electronic manual, but manual all the same, not mechanical typewriter tills. Although, there are probably some of those around as well. In fact, there was, in the greengrocer near home, they had a mechanical till. I think. The memories are blurring now. Mechanical tills like open all hours. Yeah, man. Take your hand off. What? Take my hand off? Oh, right. Take your hand off. What are you talking about? Arkwright still. I've been sitting here talking so long, we've lost half the seesaw. So I'm right. My eyes aren't fully working. I saw mechanical tills. I didn't catch what open all hours said. I thought it was something about a shop being open all hours. So yeah. I'm going to run a little bit of seesaw, I think. Just going to take it easy for the last 15 minutes. We can grab those two, probably. Take the two closest ones. Oh, there's a box there as well. That's interesting. Whose box is that? That must have been someone crashed. It's their personal effects. My local corner shop had a drawer for your cash and wrote the costs on a paper bag they wrapped your goodies in. You know what? No one flies the F-100. Probably because the Zells have fixed loadout and no one will answer what they consider to be a good loadout, so they don't have a good loadout, and so no one flies it. Oh. I don't know what it is about this screen. It won't let me select from here. It only lets me click on the bloody thing. Okay, let's see how this goes. Can't remember which one. Let's skip that one. Just throw that down. Wait, is the Zell the rocket-assisted launch of the F-100? Yes. But no one will use it, because they won't tell me what loadout for. Oops. an idea. Here's an idea. Watch this. We're gonna start. We're gonna use the Doppler. Now, unfortunately, the Doppler is heavily weighted towards the co-pilot. So I'll probably have to fly from P2. America, install an aircon unit that costs thousands. Russians put a fan on the dash. Yeah. Although, in fact, I have never once been in a hot car where opening the window does anything. It's a shame there's no dials that I can monitor. Did it start? Yes, it did. Okay. Right, that's most of that. I can turn off the APU. Right. Oh, let's just get sort of the radio, wouldn't we? And on this side as well. And then in the middle. 1, 2, 4, check. Is that the right thing? Perhaps because they're in the IA7s, they haven't got the radios sorted out. Turn that on there. And let's see if I can remember how to use the Doppler. So I'm going to pause my mid track. Just for a second to hold it in there. I'm going to do... No, I'm not going to do that. Oops. Close it again. I'll do that. List of targets. So we've got those two. We're going to take F1 and F2. So we're going to take... I'm going to go for that one actually as the primary and then catch the other one coming back in. It's going to be basically the same heading. So, what do I need to do? I need to turn my head round. Apart from I can't turn my head round, I have to do it this way. That's on operate, so that's fine. Now it's a case of remembering what is that on? Decrease deviation, path, map angle. Oh, that's our kilometres. So we want to go 4.2 kilometres. So that is that, what was it, big line? 4.2 is that one. I think we need to leave that there, and then we change our heading to 305. 305. 305? Yeah, 305. And then we do that. And we come over to P1 and we do. No, we don't do it. We don't do it. What is it we have to do? We're not tracking the signal. But I believe I'm facing east, aren't I, pretty much. So yeah, 305 is about 10, 305, about there. So that will show us which way we want to go. And take that one. It was 4.2, we know that because it's over there. So I'm going to hop into this seat so I can see it. Sort of, 305. So we've got, that's basically a counter now. So as long as we've had it on the right heading, which this one is not synchronized, which is unfortunate. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. Yeah, there's no way to lighten up. There's, but no, is it that? Is it that? Can't remember what that is for. I can't remember what that's for, but it's on, it's tracking, so let's fly that way. And we can see that that counter that we set to 4.5 will slowly be counting backwards, hopefully, unless it's now counting up. No, 4.5. Slowly counting down. So hopefully when it gets to about 0, we should be near the seesaw. As long as I can keep a good heading. I don't turn on any of that. Shit. There we go. 2 kilometres to go. Oh no, that's kilometres. It's kilometres, it's not nautical miles. Shit. Shit. Fuck. I forgot it was kilometres. Quick. 4.5. What's 4.5 miles, nautical miles in kilometres? We've done half. No, we've done 4.5 kilometres so far. So I'm going to land here. And we've got to find out. We've got to find out 4.5 is about 8 kilometers, and we've done 4. So we need to do another 4. Oh, decrease. Ooh. Anyway, so we either wait until that says 8 or wait until it says 0, depending on which way I turned it. I want to stay low as well, because what I'm going to try and do is avoid using the map. If I can avoid the map, then I'm starting to learn something. Keeping us heading remarkably well. Alright, we're coming up to 1. Now, when I tried doing this before, it was almost like 1 out. So I don't know if that's an artifact of DCS or something I did wrong. Shall I look to see where I am, or shall I pull the map up? If I pull the map up, should I close my eyes and then you can tell me if I'm close or not, but I won't actually know the answer. What we call surprise is to be a seesaw, so it's going to be a blue square with a cross on it. I'm just going to ping the map very quick. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes first. Open my door. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll land first. That's more sense what I do. So we should be fairly close. Look, 2 soft landings in the same evening. Right. My eyes are closed. They are officially closed. The map is on. I can tell the map's on because the screen colour has changed. Can we see me on the map? Has it centred? And I'm now going to go back. Right. Was the map showing where we were? No sense. Oh, arse. Alright, no, I can still do this. I can use my hand. It was still there. Okay, I can use my hand to obscure most of the screen. I'm trying to do this honestly. Right, and now I can't see anything. In fact, I can't see anything because we're on the airbase. You're right. I can't see anything. So if I put my mouse there, I won't click it. I won't click it. My eyes are now closed. Right, now it should be center screen. And there should be somewhere near us a blue square, unless the seesaw has been captured or dead or whatever else. A blue square, a small blue rectangle with a black cross in it. I am now going to go back to the cockpit. I can tell you where it is. Well, I can find out where it is because I could ask Control for a heading and distance, and it would put me like back on the right line. but it'll be interesting if I can do it. It's almost like it's next to the row of trees to the east. Almost like it's next to the row of trees next to the east. What direction am I facing? To the east. So that must be that way. I can't believe how stable this thing is at the time. It's crazy. Okay. Oh, damn. There he is. Oh, who's that then? Now I think one of those is going to be a DCS placed RAF airman. The other one is going to be our CISO. And there's a third. Why are there three? Okay, well we'll just land and see who gets them. It's a bit like stopping the red light district. What is that one? Right, that's an airman. That is also an airman, which means he's got an M4, yes. Shoot them all, just to be safe. Should be close. Okay, now, are you going to get in? Getting in. Look at that. Yes. Now, will he chin himself on the cockpit? As Dave is known to have done before now. He's in. He's in. Okay, so we're flying that way. We need to fly slightly that way, a little bit, and there should be an arm. So we're going to take it slower and lower. Love it running to the front of the whirly-bird. Always run crouch to the side. I cannot vouch for Dave's common sense. The man knows no fear. There is something over there. It's not it though. We've got dead people. David's 5 foot tall, he's safe from the place, that's quite right. Make sure he's not behind us. Okay. He's not there. We could be a little bit further this way, or we can just do a ping to say anyone in range come to us. So we'll sit down here for a second. I'll do a +1. No units detected. Okay. Now this is the only place where I might need to use the map, because the way that Seaside works at the moment is only specific for the primary. The other ones you kind of need to get close enough and then they'll get in. But there's no way of asking what direction to the next closest seesaw. Oops. I think we might have missed the one. I'm gonna have to use the map. Oh, okay, he's down there. That's further away than I realised. Okay. I thought they were close to the other one. Now, being as that I only had that on the screen for a second, you lot can run the stream back. I can't run by saw. And that's over this way somewhere. Yes, this kind of direction. More dead bones. That was from one of the... Well, that was from the convoy. Terrible at judging distance. That's probably why there's a Doppler navigation. I feel like I should be getting close to it. Give a ping, Vasily. A single solitary ping. Pinged. I didn't look. I had my eyes closed. Halfway. Okay, so I've kept my head in, not too bad. Which does figure because I'm roughly in reverse of my original heading. That's kind of works in our favour there. And they were basically the same head, just one was further out. So oh, there he is. I see him. It's like trying to spot aeroplanes in War Thunder. Right, so this one is a little bit different. Rather than saying we're going to pick you up, we just have to be within like 500. Actually, we probably could have been a bit further away. And if there was two people standing, who picked two seaside within like 500 metres, they would both count again. But if we do a +1 now, which I'm really glad that worked, because I was trying to do something else the other day, and that same code that I used to do what I just did didn't work. And I was like, oh shit, it's broken something. We got two inside. Now, unfortunately, we don't get physicalization. But we have two seesaw on board. So we can gun it now, to a certain degree. I love the one game of props I played at night in War Thunder. I had to find the planes from the exhaust flare. 124 check. Not sure if I'm hearing someone respond. 124. Ah, this is interesting. I can see you respond. I can barely hear what you're saying, so give me a moment. There must be a volume setting that is misconfigured. Let's close the window. No, it's open the window. Close the window. Close your window. That's a bit better. So we need to take these two over to that pad over there. Those pads placed next to each other to make a single large pad, which occasionally sometimes damages the helicopter. Can't land near the pad, but land on the pad. Well, they hope it's 2 feet above the ground, otherwise they're going to break an ankle. I don't trust landing there. Oh shit. Oh. Oh dear, that'll do. That'll do. Now, you two, get out. I don't have any voice lines for those yet, but look at that. 2 off in the naffy. We like that. Now let's see if I can sort out this radio issue. Alright, bear with me, I'm just trying to sort out the volume. Is it? Wait, who's in? Oh, sorry. The ghetto. Bill's in. So it must have been Bill answering. I think it was Bill. No, this one up. 2. Alright, 124, check again. I am not hearing anything. Why is that? I see you going green. I don't hear anything. Clearly you can hear me, so I'm not got a damaged radio, I don't think. No, I'm not hearing anything. Right frequency 1244. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna re-slot just for this last second. Just so I can get a radio that appears to be working. I'm just gonna re-slot, see if that helps.
Отказал
Break on.
второй генератор.
Генератор.
Отказал второй генератор. Отказал первый генератор.
Shush from it.
Отказал первый генератор.
Be quiet. Right. Select roll. Oh, screw it. We'll jump in there. Yay. Got an update. Oh, every single time. 1, 2, 4. Then on, then on. 3. It's not it. 1, 2, 4. That's the wrong one. There you go. Alright, 1, 2, 4, check now. Ah, that's interesting. Whoever it is that's speaking, I'm not hearing anything. That's weird. Bill, was me. Okay, Bill's radio is funny, or his mic is funny. Well, I'm quite happy that Doppler radio test, Doppler navigation worked. Actually, I think that got us pretty close. I just need a little bit more practice with it, be a bit more aware. But yeah, I think that was a solid test actually. I can't be honest with the radio. Just tell Bill I'm gonna hop into Discord. Just wait for him to get here.
Okay, you copy?
Alright, yeah, I can hear that. I don't know what's going on with your radio in DCS then.
Unless it's just my end, but I don't know.
Was that a... Well, clearly your microphone is fine here. I was wondering if maybe it's a respawn. Are you in a respawn or is that a clean spawn?
This is a... I'm just trying to think, what was I in?
I was using only 7 at one point.
Yeah, I think it was in the LA7 that I lost it, but I then respawned in a spit. I'll try respawning again in a spit just to see if that makes a difference. No, I was in the LA7, that's right, and I had no radio. I couldn't get the radio to happen in the LA7. It only gave me the push to talk option or scroll through push to talk permanently on or whatever. I couldn't get into it to change the frequency. So I had no transmit. I mean, I was capable of transmitting, but the radio wasn't around. So I jumped out of that after I'd landed. I jumped out of the LA7, then jumped in this spit, which is a brand new spawn, and then you still couldn't hear me.
But you went direct. Excuse me. So you went direct from the LA to the Spitfire. So if you release the Spitfire and then reselect it, I wonder if it will work then. I'm wondering if the bugged LA7 radio sort of carried over to your Spitfire spawn. So you need to break the chain. So just like release the slot and then reselect it.
Okay, stand by, Alexa. I've got someone on my stream. I'm just gonna
It's not working. It's not working anyway because you just used the radio in game and I didn't hear you in game, so it wasn't. They didn't fix it.
No, I haven't done it yet. Hold on.
I'm hearing it. No, I'm seeing you key now whilst you speak.
Yeah, but I haven't changed the aircraft yet.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, well, whilst Bill's chatting there.
Getting that?
No.
Okay, well, it's a new aircraft, it's a new Spit. Well,
Yeah.
not a new Spit, but I'll choose a totally different Spitfire slot. Hold on.
Okay.
I got distracted by in my stream. Hold on.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay, this is a totally different Spitfire.
I'm only hearing you on Discord. Yeah. I don't know if it is my end, but I'm in an effectively new MIA. I didn't have issues prior to that. I haven't taken any hits. I was just doing seesaw stuff. But in either case, I was going to call it about there because kind of the three of my head's hurting a little bit. So
yeah, well,
I'm glad.
People on my stream or myself, I switched over to watch you doing a seesaw for a little while.
Alright, okay.
During which time I couldn't speak to you, obviously. And after that, that's when I jumped in a spit. No, I'd already jumped in a spit. That's when I tried speaking on 124 and it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
So next week.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think
Alright, well
I think maybe I'll look at building in somewhere a physical server reboot, like I don't know, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, because just to try and keep things cleared down, because I don't know what was affecting the server before, but the reboot, the full complete reboot, appeared to make a lot of difference. Oh, not sure if I'm using the wrong button.
no, it's alright. Once again, as you were speaking, I got Black Knight coming
Ratty
on
teeth.
my stream.
Appreciate your words, man.
Quickly
Guys,
respond to
man.
him on there.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Good stream. Thanks for it. I hope your head feels better. And a +1 for a good stream. Thank you both. Just to be totally clear, appreciate you sticking around and coming back after yesterday, and for chatting too. I really do appreciate that. Hope you work safe boots for the
Okay,
reboot.
Alexa, I am back on Discord. So
Yep.
we'll do usual sort of time for Friday.
Yeah, I think so. Yep, that should be fine.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, for anyone that's they're going to hear me. Thanks for being there on my side, and anyone that if Lexa's still streaming, are you still streaming?
Yeah, I'm still live. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyone that's on Lexos, good night. Thank you for joining us all. Generally speaking, on the whole thing, it's been a good evening tonight. We've had some good fun. It's all been successful. It's worked quite well. So that's all good, and we'll hopefully catch you all next Friday.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Catch you then, and take care.
Yeah. Okay. TTFN.
Alright, whoops. Okay, let's... Oh my god, let's put the mouse back on. A little bit misrepresented. Well, actually, no, we did finish on Seaside, it's just we weren't using that vehicle to do it. Right, do that, and I'm going to tab away so we don't move the mouse and fuck up the shot. And then we are going to do that. Do I put the camera on, or should I leave it dark? I should sitting there thinking about that. Thank you to the players, chatters, and lurkers as I've dropped in, dropped off, and dropped out throughout the course of the stream. Thank you to Bill1949, of course, who provided the server hardware and gives it the power and the internet with which it runs. That's Bill. If you're not familiar with him, go and check him out and drop him a follow. What says I used to watch Huey's do the North Sea Rib. North Sea Rig. Oh, nice. Nice. Thank you to those that flew with us tonight, and that would have been Undead and Nils and Ghetto and Jeeve and Mr. Erickson as well. I don't often get in the server at the same time as Mr. Erickson, so it's good to see him there. Thank you to those that have chatted in no particular reverse order of T. Finola. We had Ratty Rex. We also had... Who did we also have? We did have a new chat earlier on, didn't we? We had Yan in, Mr. Erickson. Just scrolling back. Jeeve was chatting. Sorry, Jeeve, I didn't fully follow up on the World War II, the warbird and the helicopter thing. Sorry, I will do that next time. I'm damned if I can find the name of the person that dropped. Swords. There we go, Swords. We had a new chat from Swords. Appreciate you dropping in and asking a couple of questions we were chatting about. Nils was chatting a little bit. We worked out how to get the vegan cartridge to work in the server. And we also had Templaric and Ghetto Zebras up at the top of the stream, so I appreciate all that. Thank you to anyone that lurked in the background. I don't check my lurkers list. If you're there, I haven't got a clue, but I really do appreciate you spending time on the channel. If you liked any of what you saw and you haven't done so already, please do consider hitting the like, shares, and follows. You have other social media platforms you can find under the video and on the anti-social mob. We have, according to Twitch, 1 viewer and maybe a few more on YouTube. So if you are over on YouTube, please do consider hitting the like on the video and the subscribe on the channel, because that helps me out massively. Maybe one day I'll get to 1,000 subs and then we monetize on YouTube, but I doubt that. But it's a nice pipe dream to aspire to. So yeah, that'd be awesome. we won't worry about raid because I can't raid. There's only one person to raid with on Twitch. What's this? Extraction team. Oh, the extraction team escaped. Dun dun dun. What was I saying? I just totally just threw my own mind off track, which doesn't take much at the moment because I'm like on the edge. Can't actually remember what I was saying. Huh. One person. That's me. It's. I think it is. You know. I think it is. Oh, I actually totally forgot now what the second thing is that I was going to say. Anyway, we'll leave it there, and hopefully when I get a chance to stream next, I don't know if I'll get a chance to do it during the week. If I do, then I will, but if I can't, then I won't. Failing that, we'll be back for DCS next Friday, hopefully, all being well, and the server not doing one. Maybe I might even have another piece of functionality for us all to play with, because I have been working on stuff in the background. I shall look when you're next on. I appreciate that, Teeth. Thank you very much. So yeah, I guess that brings us on to the last statement, and that is to say, whatever you do, whatever you play, have fun. More importantly, stay safe. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully I'll catch you on the next one, but until then, take care and good night.